Alright, today I want to talk about water. It doesn't matter what body of water you're observing, whether it be a glass of water, a bowl of water, a sink full of water, a puddle, large or small, an ocean, a pool. Large bodies of water do not conform to any shape other than the shape of their container. In doing so, also, they seek their level. Water always seeks its level and rests level. At what point do you believe that the vast trillions on trillions of gallons of water that make up the world's oceans bend and conform to a spherical object due to an invisible force that has yet to be proven, called gravity, pulling everything to the center mass, allegedly keeping us feet planted on the ground? Don't you think we would be extremely exhausted battling gravity at all times, being upright walking mammals? Don't you think birds would have a more difficult time battling this ever-present force pulling them to the center mass of this alleged planet? The only time that you see water form any sort of curve is when you have a raindrop or a very small quantity of water on a surface, and you will get some type of curve going. Other than that, water seeks its level every time. Why else do you think they use water in levels? Granted, you'll get a little curve within that air bubble within the level itself, but above all, a body of water is not going to curve. I can curve this because it's contained. You mean to tell me that the oceans curve naturally with all the vast amounts of water contained within them? The weight of that water is held down by an invisible force that can't even keep you or I from jumping off of the surface of the earth. The fictitious illusion of gravity is merely density and buoyancy. If you understand anything about elements and how they work, they have their primary three forms: gas, solid, and liquid. Water evaporates, then forms the clouds. Clouds on average weigh about 1 million pounds. Those are inherently contradicting the ever-present force of gravity pulling everything to the center mass. All gravity is attributed to is density and buoyancy. Now, gas molecular makeup is less dense than the liquid form and naturally the solid form of any element, which is why our gas atmosphere has objects falling, because the air around this object is less dense than the object itself, which also explains why humans float within water, because our bodies are less dense than the water that surrounds us. It's not gravity. Gravity is an illusion, a miraculous explanation that they give us to explain away everything on why apparently gas
You suck.
You suck.
dust
You're a
clouds
loser.
cluster into a spherical object, giving alleged planets and solar systems. Gravity is an unproven theory. It has no base in scientific experiment, data collecting. It cannot be proven. The funniest part about the globe theory and the globe ideology is that there's so many constituents of people that adhere to that belief of their reality without having ever seen it from any perspective of the pictures that they've seen. We have all only seen space from pictures, yet we're supposed to be convinced that it is the reality, that it is something that is feasible, that there's other spherical planets out there where we're damn near 50 years after NASA's been to the moon, and all they're doing is giving us a blockbuster Hollywood film on the moon landings, opposed to returning to the moon with all the advances in technology. It doesn't make any sense. That makes absolutely no fucking sense. And I will not be going back and forth with anybody in the comments section. I have absolutely nothing to prove to anyone. I give no fucks about financial gain in terms of the $10,000 baller challenge. I'm not concerned about what people think of me and my beliefs other than the Most High. I don't care to go back and forth in the comment section with anybody, positive or negative. And another thing, the funniest replies on the YouTube comment section in terms of the flat earth, spherical earth conversation are the individuals that do not have an avatar, and if they do have an avatar, it's not of themselves, let alone make content themselves. But they always have the most knowledge, apparently, and they always want to tell you about yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like these people are legitimately sad. Misery loves company, as they always say. And as always, I'd like to encourage all my truthers and truth seekers to identify as such, as a truth seeker opposed to a flat earther. I get that the community is growing in the flat earth truth. However, identifying as a truth seeker is going to hold more weight when speaking on truthful topics and situations, exposing it to these sheeple. The sheeple are not going to understand, or the sheeple are going to immediately rebuke you if you're identifying as a flat earther. Come at them as a truth seeker opposed to a flat earther. It might help you in the long run in conveying truth and getting them to open their eyes and mind from the indoctrination that we've all been exposed to our entire lives. There's a true awakening going on, and we must not hinder the progression by identifying as a group of people that have been ridiculed on and on and on. But I'm not telling you what to identify as. It was merely a suggestion. You know what I mean? Save your comments, save your energy. Again, I'm not going back and forth with anybody, period. It's not my duty. I'm not a teacher. I'm merely an intermediary for useful knowledge and information, whether you agree with it or not. Do your own research. Make your own content. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't waste your time and energy on a video or videos that aren't even pertaining to your interests, beliefs, or anything like that. That makes absolutely no sense. That shows you the psychosis of some of these globe believers and what is resulted from the ideology stemming from this globe belief and mentality. You know what I'm saying? These people feel so self-entitled and feel so educated, so well-versed on a myriad of topics when they truly know little and haven't done any research for themselves, and are always in the comment sections gifting their unwanted, unasked for opinions. But that's all I got for this, y'all. Do your own research. Use your mind, use your senses. You know what I'm saying? If you live in the Pacific Northwest or the coast, like myself, you can go to an ocean, you can go to a beach. You'll see water finds its level, remains level. Water is not going to curve. At what point do you think bodies of water curve? Come on. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. E out. Don't be a sheep.